Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome on into another edition of World Baseball Classic Play-by-Play. On Play-by-Play with JJ, of course, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. How are we feeling tonight, man? Because I'm all fired up. I'm really excited for this game. So, USA is going to play the winner of this game in the WBC Finals. But right now, it is the WBC Semifinals still, and we got Italy taking on Venezuela. And the winner of this game will play tomorrow night against Team USA. Same time, same place. The game's out at Lone Depot Park, which is the home of the Miami Marlins. And we got ourselves a really good matchup tonight. Before I say hello to everybody in chat, I want to say this, okay? Aaron Nola is going to be pitching for Team Italy. They announced it this morning. Don't know if we're going to see Michael Lorenzen or not. That's going to be something that's going to be interesting to look out for, to see if Michael Lorenzen does pitch at some point in this game for Team Italy as well, or if Lorenzen, if they end up winning, if he would pitch tomorrow. Don't know. But Keider Montero is going to be on the mound for Team Venezuela. And Montero is 26 years old. He's a part of the Detroit Tigers organization. He's been with them for a little bit of time. Was optioned to AAA earlier this year. But this is going to be a big outing for him, really. I mean, he's going up against a pretty good Italy team that's just on a Cinderella run. And it's all led by Vinny Pasquantino because he's been very awesome in this World Baseball Classic. You also just have to give guys credit like Jacob Marcy and J.J. DeOrazio and even Dante Nori, another Phillies organization type of a player who has really been balling out in this whole WBC. This Italy team has played a lot of small ball, and their pitching staff has been very good. They've been very... The best way that I can put it is the style of baseball that they are playing, it's a team baseball type of an aspect where they're getting guys over. First of all, they're getting guys on base, and they're just looking for contact, and then they're just trying to score early. That's really how they beat you. They get on the bases early in the first inning or even in the second inning, and then they just get runs across the plate by moving guys over and bunting, and then hitting sacrifice flies, or just utilizing small ball to their advantage. So they're a very smart team. They execute very well. And on the other side, this Venezuela team, they have been really good this year, too. You look at their lineup just from top to bottom, and we're going to get to the lineups in just a little bit. But Ronald Acuna Jr., with that leadoff home run that he had against Team Japan, that was really something. And then you see guys in their lineup like Ezekiel Tovar, a guy that can really steal a lot of bases, a guy that hits for contact. He's been great. Wilyer Abreu, you obviously can't forget about the big 3-run shot that he had to give Venezuela the lead. He's been really awesome, too. Jackson Chourio at the bottom of the order. Like, this team is just so stacked. They have a lot of very good players. And so I think this is going to be a good matchup. And personally speaking, my final score prediction tonight is going to be 5-4 Italy. I think Italy is going to pull this one out tonight. And it's going to be sort of similar to last night, where it's just a close game, not necessarily high scoring, but there's some scoring involved with it. So I'm going to go 5-4 Italy as my final score prediction for tonight. I think Italy's going to move on and play Team USA tomorrow. But let me know what you guys think down below. Is Italy going to go to the next round, or do you guys think that Venezuela is going to pull this one out? Because they most certainly can, and it would not shock me. Let me know what you guys think, though, down below. Also, can't forget about Michael Garcia, too. He's been also having himself a very good World Baseball Classic. Folks, we are 13 subscribers away from getting to 8,500 subscribers on YouTube. We are so close. Thank you all again so much for those of you that have been following me throughout this whole World Baseball Classic. It's been so much fun, and I'm just cherishing every single pitch, every single inning, every single result of what's going on, because this to me is just, I'm a prisoner of the moment type of a guy. I like to live in the moment, and I like to see and feel different things. I try not to take things for granted when I'm living in the moment, especially with you guys, because at the end of the day, we're spending time together, we're having cool conversations, and the quality of time is just unmatched. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. Yeah, let's get this game underway. All right, let's say hello to everybody in chat. Denbrew is here. Denbrew, I hope that you're doing okay. I saw what you posted earlier about jury duty. I really hope that the conversations were all right that you had on the phone. Let's go Venezuela, ATL champions. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to you. Yes. DJ Gene is also here. Taco Tom is in the building. Yes. I'm so excited. Let's go. Hill is also here. Let's go. It's that time of the year, man. This is March baseball. It's March Madness. It really is. Bring it to me any day of the week. I'm all for it. All right, let's get on into the starting lineups right now. All right, and by the way, if you are rooting for Italy, drop an Italy flag in the chat. And if you're rooting for Team Venezuela, drop the Venezuelan flags in the chat as well. I better see those flying by throughout this whole entire stream. Leading it off for Team Venezuela, as they are the away team, it'll be Ronald Acuna Jr. batting in the leadoff spot, playing out in right field. The third baseman is Michael Garcia. He'll be batting second. Over at first base is Luis Ariz. He'll be hitting third. Batting fourth is Eugenio Suarez, who is DHing tonight. Ezequiel Tovar is batting fifth. He'll be playing over at shortstop. Batting sixth is Gleyber Torres. He's over at second base. Seventh is Wilyer Abreu, who's out in left field. And then it's William Contreras, who's catching, and he'll be batting eighth. And last but certainly not least, it's Jackson Chourio, batting in the 9 spot, playing out in center field. And he is the caboose. So again, it's Acuna, Garcia, Ariz, Suarez, Tovar, Torres, Abreu, Contreras, and Chourio for Team Venezuela. The defense for Team Italy will look just like this. Catching behind the plate for tonight's game is J.J. D'Orazio. On the mound is Aaron Nola. And then over in the infield from first to third, it'll be Vinny Pasquantino playing over at first base. John Birdie is over at second. The shortstop is Sam Antonashi. And then over at third base, it's Andrew Fisher. And from left to right in the outfield, Dante Nori's in left. Jacob Marcy is out in center field. And Jack Caglione is out in right field. So we should be ready to go within the next 2 minutes or so. Again, drop the final score predictions down below in the chat. Who do you guys think is going to win this game? I said that my final score prediction was 5-4 Italy. But let me know what your predictions are, because I love hearing. I'm gonna go. I love hearing what you guys have to say. Yes. Okay. the coaching staff for tonight's Venezuelan team. Okay. Omar Lopez is the manager. Robinson Chirinos is the bench coach. The hitting coaches are Miguel Cabrera and Carlos Mendez. The pitching coaches are Jorge Cordova and Johan Santana. And then over at first base, you got Geraldo Parra. And then at third base, the third base coach is Ruglis Odor. The bullpen catchers are Juan Graterol and Javier Bracamonte. And the assistant manager is Victor Martinez. And Nestor Corredor is the batting practice pitcher. Here's Aaron Nola on the mound. But before we get to Nola very quickly, let's get on into Team Italy's pitching staff right now. Francisco Cervelli is the manager for Team Italy. Ron Wotis is the bench coach. And then you got Frank Menicino as the hitting coach. And the assistant hitting coach is Jorge Posada. The pitching coach is Alessandro Maestri. And then you got Dave Righetti as pitching coach as well. First base coach is Allard Baird. Lipso Nava is the third base coach. The bullpen catcher, Sal Fasano, former Philly Sal Fasano. Wow. Andres Annunziata is another bullpen catcher. Then they also got Drew Rossi as well. And the batting practice pitcher is Jack Santora. So Nola is on the hill. Ronald Acuna Jr. is in the box. And the first pitch to start off the game is in there. Is actually outside for a ball. Excuse me. Let's go. Very nice. All right. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the pitch. And that's a four-seamer that's fouled away. Team Italy, or Team Venezuela, that is in their dark blue and white uniforms. They got the white pants on. And then the dark blue uniforms with the yellow, or with the white letters and numbers on the back. And the yellow text outlined that says Venezuela out on the front. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Line drive hit out over to center field. Marcy drifts back right in front of the track, and he's there to make the catch. And there's one away in the top of the first. So Acuna lines out to center, and that's how we start off the semifinals. Aaron Nola with 5 pitches, a four-seamer, a knuckle curve, a sinker, a changeup, and a cutter. Last year he threw his four-seamer 30% of the time, and his knuckle curve was 29%. And the rest of the pitches, well, you do the math, that is 41%. Here's Michael Garcia, who takes a ball, and Garcia is ahead in the count, 1-0. Italy in their white and blue uniforms. They got the flag on the left side of the sleeve. And Garcia's going to bunt this one over towards the third base side. Barehanded throw over to first is not in time. Garcia able to get on with a bunt single. Tried it over towards the third base side. And Fisher just barehanded it and fired it over to first, but it was late. So Acuna lined out to center. Garcia just got on with a bunt single over towards the third base side. And up to bat is Luis Arraez. That caught everybody by surprise because Fisher was playing back. So it's Arraez who's going to step on up to the plate. And we got our first base runner of the night. Arraez stares at ball 1. That knuckle curve was outside. Luis is 7 for 19 in the Classic so far. He had the multi-homer game. Ever since then, he has not homered. It started off the World Baseball Classic. 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball. This one's hit out over towards center field, and the catch is made by Marcy. Going back over to first, and getting doubled up is Garcia. It took a bounce right over to Vinny Pasquantino, and so he gets doubled up. Garcia, by the way, was going over to second base. He was running. He was trying to steal the bag, and then he had to go back over to first, and that is what you call an 8-3 double play. And that is how the inning ends. And we are going to go to the bottom of the first. No score And Italy is coming up to bat. Let's go. An 8-3 double play. Wow. All right, we go to the bottom of the first. 13 more subs for us to get to 8,500. Yes. Let's go. All right, Sam Antonacci is going to be leading it off for Team Italy. Then you got John Birdie, who's batting second. Jacob Marcy is batting third. Vinny Pasquantino is batting fourth. And then Zach DeZenzo hitting fifth. Jack Caglione, the right fielder, batting sixth. Andrew Fisher, who's over at third base, will be batting seventh. J.J. DeOrazio will be batting eighth. And last but not least, Dante Nori is batting in the 9 spot. So again, it's Antonacci, Birdie, Marcy, Pasquantino, DeZenzo, Caglione, Fisher, DeOrazio, and Nori as the 1 through 9 hitters for Team Italy. And on the mound is Keider Montero, that is. Montero, who, of course, is still a part of the Detroit Tigers organization. He's been with them for a little bit of time. Age 25 years old, born in Venezuela, made his major league debut back in May of 2024. And through the 2025 season, his record is 11-9 with a 4.57 ERA and 149 strikeouts. Ended up signing with the Tigers as an international free agent back in 2016. And he will have to face Antonacci batting on the left side. And we start off the bottom of the first. Montero comes set at the Venezuela letters and deals, and the pitch is down for a ball. In 2025 with the Tigers organization, he had 20 games that he played in, 12 starts, and at a 4.37 ERA in 90 innings of work. The pitch, that's a foul ball. The 5 pitches that he has are as follows: a 4-seamer, a slider, a changeup, a knuckle curve, and a sinker. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Antonacci, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 2. The defense is as follows for Team Venezuela, as Antonacci's 2 for 14 in the WBC. Get to the defense in just a second. Sorry about that. As the 2-1 pitch is lined foul. So over at first base, it's Luis Arraez. At second base, you got Gleyber Torres. The third baseman is Mikel Garcia. And then at shortstop, it's Ezequiel Tovar. Catching is William Contreras. On the mound is Keider Montero. And then the outfielders, you got Wilyer Abreu in left, Jackson Chourio in center, and Ronald Acuna Jr. in right. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Montero comes set and deals, and the pitch is fouled away. That was a fastball at 97 miles per hour. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Birdie waits in the on-deck circle. He, by the way, is batting over 400 in the WBC so far. No score, bottom of the first. Venezuela taking on Italy. Winner plays USA in the WBC Finals tomorrow night. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Wide for ball 3. That one was at 98. Francisco Cervelli, who's the manager for Team Italy, it's his first ever, well, it's Italy's first ever appearance in the semifinals. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and the pitch. It's a slider that's just fouled off by Antonacci. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Doug says I'm going to go 9-3 Venezuela. Ooh. 3-2 is the count. 13 more subs till we get to 8,500. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called on the inside corner at 98. And there's out number 1. Antonacci has to go sit down. He stared at that fastball. It had a lot of life to it. It really did. Perfect pitch just on the inside corner at 98, right at the knees. And it's John Birdie who comes on up to bat next with one away. And he takes a sinker that hit the bottom of the zone for strike one. It was a little bit lower than the pitch Antonacci struck out on. The ball is one strike, and the 0-1 goes to the sinker, and it's wide and low as well. So in the top of the first, Venezuela had Acuna line out to center. Garcia then got on with a bunt single, and then Arise flied into an 8-3 double play as Garcia was stealing second base. Arise hit it out to center, and it was caught, and then Garcia got doubled up. The 1-1 pitch, that's taken for ball two. Antonacci just struck out looking in the bottom of the first, and Birdie, his count is 2-1, with one out and nobody on. Montero on the mound, gets set and deals, swing and a miss. Excellent sinker thrown there. Two balls, two strikes. We're in the bottom of the first, and there's one out. Montero gets the signs at the Venezuela letters. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. He starts his windup now, and the next pitch, it'll sail outside and low for ball three. So it's Antonacci, Birdie, Marcy, Pasquantino, DeZenzo, Caglione, Fisher, DeOrazio, and Nori in the lineup for Team Italy. 3-2 pitch. Line drive over the second baseman's head out to center field. They'll take two bounces in front of Jackson Chourio. And so a one-out single by John Birdie, and he just continues to swing a hot stick in the WBC so far. The pitch was down the middle. Was just able to get it off the barrel of the bat and just punch his ticket out to center field to get on with a single. And Jacob Marcy is up next. The left-handed hitter from the Marlins has also had a lot of success defensively in the World Baseball Classic. Here's the pitch. This ball's grounded over to shortstop. The tag to second, there's one. The throw to first, dug out for out number 3. Excellent play by Arise. The throw took a skip bounce over to him, and Arise just able to dig it out himself. And the 6-3 double play is going to end the first. So we're going to go to the second. No score between Venezuela and Italy so far. All right, so let's go to the monologue screen really quickly. Again, folks, in case you are just tuning on in for the first time, the name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football games. This is our 21st World Baseball Classic game that we have covered, and we hope that you guys do enjoy the coverage and that you stick around and stop by for our March Madness coverage that we're going to be doing next week. And also, we'll be doing a lot of baseball content during the season. We'll be streaming other games besides just the Phillies. We're really trying to put a lot into this. So if you guys do enjoy what you see, what you hear, make sure that you subscribe to that channel, as we are 13 subscribers away from getting to 8,500. I really want to try to get there at least before the end of tomorrow night. I really do. So, but I, again, love you all so much, and I appreciate you all for stopping on by and for supporting the channel. I really do appreciate that. All right. Got my autographed Ronald jersey on. Wow. Oh, boy. There you go. That sounds nice. That sounds great. I'll take a 7-pitch inning from Nola, says Haley. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Do you think Nori gets a look after the WBC? I mean, he has to, right? Absolutely, with Yohan Rojas. And they said what the drug was. I took a screenshot of it. I wanted to do some research on it, but maybe I didn't take a screenshot of it. I saw it, though, over on Twitter. Remind me of what the drug was, and I'll look it up a little bit later. But yeah, he tested positive and is out for 80 games. I mean, at this point, man, like, why not? Why the heck not? I mean, he's been playing really well. you got to look at him as an option, right? I don't really think that they have anybody else that they can look into. I mean, is Edmundo Sosa going to play outfield? I mean, they tried that last year. And while we saw that one incredible play that he had where he robbed Ozuna on a home run, I mean, he just doesn't really have the cannon out there, doesn't have the arm. And we've seen him also make mistakes. So, I don't know. We're in the top of the second, by the way. And the pitch from Nola is a knuckle curve that catches the knees on the outside edge for strike one to Eugenio Suarez. So we're in the top of the second. It's no balls and one strike. And here's the 0-1. That's a foul ball. Suarez just 2 for 12 in the Classic tournament so far with a homer and 2 RBI. Last year, got traded from the Diamondbacks to the Seattle Mariners during the season, and now he's back on the Cincinnati Reds. The ball's in 2 strikes. Nola on the mound gets set and deals, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 1. So welcome on in, chat. If you are just tuning on in for the first time, Acuna lined out to center for Venezuela. Then Garcia got on with a bunt single over to the third base side, and the Rise lined into an 8-3 double play to end the top of the first as the 1-2 to Suarez is fouled away. In the bottom of the first, Sam Antonacci struck out looking for Team Italy, and then John Birdie singled, and Jacob Marcy hit into a 6-3 double play. So we are in the top of the second. Eugenio Suarez is in the box. And the designated hitter who's in the box looks at a pitch that's outside for ball 2. Horse pill from what I found. Yeah, but what's the name of like the specific the name of the specific drug? There's like a specific name for it. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the pitch to Suarez, and that is dribbled foul over towards the left side. I think I can actually find it. Boldenone. I think that's how you pronounce it. Boldenone. That's what it was. Boldenone. I think that's how you say it. Boldenone. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. That's a foul ball. And Suarez stays alive. So this is a 7-pitch at-bat so far to Eugenio Suarez. Two balls, 2 strikes. And Suarez, who tried to call for time, is going to ground this one over towards the third base side. It's a foul ball, though. Wow. Suarez tried to call for time late, and he was ready to step on out of the box. And then Nola was ready to wind up. He had to step back in quickly, and he was lucky he was just able to foul it off. And he was just talking to the umpire. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes in the top of the second with nobody out. Saw that happen the other day with Acuna where he tried to call for time and ended up striking out on that pitch. It was in the last Venezuela game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2 on the way. It's a little bit low. Taken for ball 3. Jax is here. What's going on, Jax? How you doing? ATL Champions also here as well. You guys are the best. 3-2 pitch on the way. A called strike 3. That knuckle curve danced towards the inside corner at the knees. And Suarez watched it go by. And he'll have to head back over to the dugouts. Aaron Nola records his first strikeout. It's a backwards K. And Ezequiel Tovar is up next. One out, top of the second. Tovar looks at a fastball at 94, right down the hatch for strike 1. He has been a hitting machine in the World Baseball Classic, 6 for 9. No RBI, though. A ball's 1 strike. Nola, with 1 second left on the pitch clock, starts his windup and delivers. And it's high for a ball. We saw Tavar's numbers against Yamamoto, which was just insane. But he's been doing very well. 5 innings, 4 hits, and 5 strikeouts in Nola's last outing that he pitched for Italy. And the 1-1 swing and a miss was against Mexico. Hit that thumbs up button, people. Let's go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's 1 out in the top of the second. Nola kicks, fires, and it's down in the way. Went back to the knuckle curve. And Tavar said no thank you to that pitch. No score, top of the second. 1 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nola gets the signs again, winds up and fires the 2-2, and there's a fly ball hit out to left field, slicing foul, and it'll go on out of play. Nola already with 15 pitches in this second inning so far. 2 long at-bats. That should be the strategy for Venezuela, of course. Make him work up that pitch count. You get 83 pitches. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away again. Got a piece of it. Stayed alive. So the count is still 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the second. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, what a nasty knuckle curve that was. It just sailed way outside, and the art to that movement was just absolutely nasty. Just that trajectory. It looked like it was going to go towards the outside corner, and then it just slipped all the way down and wide. And it just took a diagonal turn. It went outside, and there's out number 2. So Gleyber Torres will take a fastball off the plate at 93. One ball and no strikes to Gleyber Torres. Torres is at second today. And the 1-0 is taken all the way. It was another knuckle curve for ball 2. Looked a little bit outside. Two balls, no strikes. Nola kicks, fires again, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 3. I'm just going back to that Suarez at bat really quickly. It looked like he was really upset at that umpire after he tried to call for time. He was lucky that he fouled off that pitch before he ended up striking out looking. 3-0 pitch. There's a fastball on the outside edge, taken for strike 1. Gleyber's average in the World Baseball Classic is just at $1.82. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock on the 3-1 pitch. Grounder hit over towards the third base side. It'll take 2 bounces, but then it'll be a foul ball down that third base line. Destiny Legardo said, and honestly, I might agree, that 2-strike curveball that he threw to Tavar might have been the nastiest Nola curveball that he's thrown in his career. And Destiny, of course, covers the Philadelphia Phillies. She does an incredible job writing and covering them on PhilliesNation.com. Definitely go check her out. She's awesome. 3-2 on the way. Line drive out over the left center field. It'll get down for a base hit, and it'll be on the ground, and the throw is going to be cut on off. So the left fielder got over to the ball in the left center field alleyway and just threw it on in towards the cutoff man, and Torres gets on with a 2-out single. That one looked like it just flattened and missed its spot. Ended up being down the middle. So it's Wilyer Abreu who's up. Abreu has a yellow sleeve on his right arm. And he'll pop the first pitch up. It was a four-seamer at 93. And running on in, and now stopping, is Marcy. And he'll make the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, one hit, one man left. And we go to the bottom of the second, no score, out in Miami. Alrighty. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well, chat. You guys are the best. Appreciate you all for being on here. All right. Vinny Pasquantino is going to come on up to the plate. He's batting .211. He has 4 hits in the WBC. 3 of them came in that 3-homer game that he had not too long ago, and he looks at ball 1. Keider Montero still out there on the mound. He had 15 pitches in the first inning. The 1-0 is down for ball 2. No score between Venezuela and Italy so far. So the count is 2-0. We are in the bottom of the second. 2-0 pitch. That's a bouncer hit over towards the third base side. Going to be a tough play, but the throw over to first is just in time. Gosh. I mean, Andrew Fisher had to run a long ways just to go get that ball as it was played on a couple of bounces. And he had to run on in and then get it into the glove, fire it over to first, and Pasquantino was out by, I think it was even less than a quarter of a step. It was, he just got him, though. Maybe it was about a quarter of a step, but still, excellent play over at third. The next pitch to Dezenzo is going to be lined out over towards center field, and that'll get down for a single, and he will get aboard. Got a fastball there, and Dezenzo just was able to line it out over to center. And here comes Jack Caglione. Let's go. 12 more subs till we get to 8,500 subscribers. Let's go. Thank you so much, whoever just subbed to the channel. I really appreciate you. Shout yourself out down below if you want to. Caglianone's in the box, and the first pitch that he takes is off the plate for ball 1. So the count is 1-0. Byron is here. Big fan of JJ and the Dodgers. Let's go, baby! Happy to see you on here, man. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, man? It's always good to see you too, man. 1 ball, no strikes in the pitch, and that's going to bounce in the dirt for ball 2. You are the man, Daniel. JJ Peppermint Tea. Nice. Nice. That sounds good. How you doing, Dallas? How's everybody doing tonight, chat? Drop 1 word to describe how you're feeling tonight. 2 balls, no strikes to Jack Caglione. And the pitch, it's outside for ball 3. Daniel, you're late. Usually I see you when I start my stream. What happened? I'm just messing with you, man. Totally messing with you. 3 balls, no strikes. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock on the 3-0 pitch, and that's up high and away for ball 4. And we got 2 runners on base here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. DeZenzo heads over to second, and Caglione's over at first. I'm warm. 90 degrees. Charge! Let's go. Warm. I like how you put the dot next to it. Just to separate, at the 1 word, and then just explain yourself. I hear you. It's 90 degrees out in Los Angeles. Gosh. Fantastic. Like that. The English language, baby. Andrew Fisher is now up at the plate. He's 4 for 11 in the Classic so far. 23 total pitches for Montero. Caglione is over at first base. DeZenzo is at second. The pitch. There's a strike called. We have some action going on in the Venezuela bullpen. The ball's 1 strike, and the 0-1 is a sinker that misses low for a ball. I don't know who it was. It's 101 in Vegas this week. Oof. Damn. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fisher is in the box. And traffic on the bases right now. Montero looks back at second. Now back to the plate, back to second again. And back to the plate again. And the pitch is low and away for a ball. JJ, I can make late night pancakes if you are hungry. I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate you. But I'm good. 2-1 pitch. That's a pie for ball 3. That was a sinker. I'm trying to be better. I really am. Walker Buehler threw 5 shutout innings today for the Padres. Wow. My dad won't be happy, but they beat the Giants. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch is up high and away for ball 4. And Italy has bases loaded here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. That's back-to-back walks allowed by Montero. And JJ DeOrazio is up next. 16 balls and 12 strikes by Montero. And at least the conference is going to be made here on the mound. Yohan Santana is out there to go talk to Montero. At third base, it's DeZenzo. At second, it's Caglione. And at first, it's Fisher. JJ DeOrazio, the catcher, is up next. And following him, it's Dante Nori. Got snow there. Oof. Happy Tuesday, everybody. JJ is 5 for 12 with a homer and 4 RBI. One out, bottom of the second. The pitch inside for ball 1. What's up, Jax? Good to see you on here. I think I said hi to you before. But this is for everybody that's on here, man. High fives, man. 1 ball, no strikes in the pitch. Line drive, foul ball. It was caught by the ball boy. Oh, what a catch that was. Hit right over to him. He's like, you're out. He didn't say that. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's like a Savannah Bananas type of a thing. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, it's inside for ball 2. That was a nice grab. Give him that. Hit right to him. He wasn't even in the chair, nothing. 2 balls, 1 strike, bases loaded, bottom of the second, 1 out. The 2-1 pitch, that's called strike 2, was a curveball. So no score. We're in the bottom of the second. Italy has bases loaded with 1 away. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to J.J. D'Orazio. He's the catcher. Montero puts his glove to his ear really quickly. Now puts the ball in the glove, ready to start his pitch from the stretch. And here's the 2-2 check swing. Did he go? The pitch was down, and he did not go. JJ held his horses. Stop talking about yourself in the third person, JJ. I'm sorry, I can't help it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, D'Orazio. And the 3-2 pitch, it's low and away for ball 4, and that's now 3 walks in a row allowed by Montero. It was a good pitch, but what a take by J.J. D'Orazio. 1-0 in the bottom of the second, and Omar Lopez, it looks like he's going to pull the plug. And he will. So all the base runners are still Montero's responsibility. And we'll see who's going to come on in the pitch after the break. 1-0 Italy, though. All right. Oh, man. How's everybody feeling tonight? How's everybody doing? Happy to see you all on here. There was something I wanted to say, and I think I had it in my notes. Had it over on Twitter or something. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's some interesting stats. This was posted from Just Baseball earlier today. This is Ronald Acuna Jr. versus Aaron Nola in his career. So courtesy to them. Acuna is 19 for 58 against Nola, which is good enough for a .328 batting average. He's doubled 6 times. He's homered 4 times. And his OPS is 1.038. That's pretty high. He has a slugging percentage of .638 as well. So he's had a lot of success against Aaron Nola. And he ended up lining out to center field in his first at-bat. But he'll be due up in the 3rd inning. Joe is here. What's up, Joe? How are you? Good to see you on here. Byron says, break out the pizza. Let's go. Break out the pizza. Let's go. Oh, man. We're on our way to a 500 pitch game, says Old Man Ferguson. Hey, if that's what it takes us to get to 500 subscribers at the 8,000 marker, that's fine. I'm all good with it. I love baseball. Ricardo Sanchez, I could be up all night doing this, man. Let's go. Give me 10 hours of baseball, that's fine. The pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Dante Nori just took a ball outside, and Sanchez is now pitching for Team Italy. The 1-0 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards the second baseman. Can they get the out at second? Yes, they will. However, Caglione does score. It is an RBI 4-6 fielder's choice by Dante Nori, and it's 2-0 Italy. And Sam Antonacci, who struck out looking in his first at-bat, will be the 7th man to come on up to the plates. Let's go. 2-0 Italy, bottom of the second, 2 outs. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch, here it comes, and that's on the outside corner for a strike. I'm missing Team Japan. The WBC finals are not going to be as good. I disagree. I think that they're going to be great. I do. I think that they're going to be awesome. I disagree with that take. 0-1, and that's outside for a ball. If Venezuela makes it or Italy makes it, it's still going. There's going to be a lot of good baseball. Japan, though, is great. Like, I hear you, like Shohei, I understand. 1-1, there's a foul ball. It's not even just Shohei, though, right? Like Yamamoto, Yoshida. I mean, even just like some of the other guys, like Wakatsuki. Yeah, I hear you. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the second. 2-0 Italy against Venezuela with 2 away, and the 1-2 is off the plate for ball 2. We got 82 people in the house and 56 likes. Let's go. Antonacci in the box. 2-0 is the score. And by the way, there's now Nori actually stole second base. Didn't even see it. They were cut into a replay. So that's 2 runners in scoring position. And the next pitch is taken outside for ball 3. Yeah, I'm ready for Dante Nori to get a contract. I'm ready for him to be called up to the big leagues starting on opening day. Why the heck not? 3 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the payoff pitch. And that's a foul ball. And it'll go on out of play. I'm ready for him to get a call up for from the Phillies. Because he's been hitting super well in this World Baseball Classic. Three balls, 2 strikes. 8 pitches for Sanchez so far. The stretch and the pitch. There's another foul ball. Three balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch, ground ball down the first base line. First baseman has it, and he'll take it right to the bag. It's in time. As Antonacci was diving head first over to first base, he was out. And we're going to go to the top of the 3rd inning. Contreras, Churio, and Acuna are all due up to bat. So Venezuela did get out of it, but they allow 2 runs thanks to an RBI walk by J.J. DeOrazio and then an RBI fielder's choice by Dante Nori. We'll step aside. We'll be right back. As we're in this break, hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. See you in less than 60 seconds. It is a 2-0 ball game as we head to the top of the third inning. And 8, 9, and 1 are due up in the order for Venezuela. 2-0 Italy is the score. Aaron Nola goes back out there for his third frame. He had 7 pitches in the first, 24 in the second. What's in store for the third, we'll see as the first pitch is taken outside for a ball. Joe says, I want Italy because it would be good redemption after they whooped our you-know-whats. Yes. After they whooped our butts. Our you-know-what butts. That rhymes. 1-0 pitch. It's outside for ball 2. This is William Contreras who's up at the plate. He has not recorded a hit in the World Baseball Classic so far. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Nola. That looked outside, but it's called a strike. Contreras, of course, a catcher for the Milwaukee Brewers. 2-1 is the count. Nola kicks, fires, and that pitch is actually called a ball. When that one should have been called a strike. It hit the top tier of the zone. Pitch track said it was a strike. 3-1 is the count. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And Nola gets set at the letters, kicks, deals again, and that is taken low for ball 4. And there's a leadoff walk here in the top of the third inning. And Jackson Chourio is going to come on up. Let's go. All righty. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Time to dial on in, man. Shante! Charge! Were you the one that sent me those clips of you at the soccer game? Was that you? Because if so, I saw them. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Almost says there's 1. Nope, there's 2. There's 2. 2 in a row. The ball is 1 strike to Jackson Chourio. Nola gets set again at the letters, and here's the 0-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. Yes, she says. Yeah, I saw that. That was so cool. Oh, that was so sick. I'm so happy that you enjoyed yourself. That was awesome. The ball is 2 strikes. We're in the top of the third. Venezuela down 2-0 against Italy. Nobody out. And the 0-2 pitch, it's skied right over towards the first base side in foul territory. Vinny says, I got it, and he does, and he'll make the catch. Didn't even have to walk far to go get that baseball. It's funny because when we were first doing these games, I felt like I was watching 2 different types of baseball. I was just talking about this with somebody the other day. I felt like with the early games that were going on in Japan, I felt like I was watching like baseball in another world. And then like with the Italy, Venezuela, USA games, it was like another style, you know, like the style that we're used to. But just also at the times, you know, it really felt different. First pitch is taken for a ball. This is to Ronald Acuna Jr. And there's the 1-0, and that's down for ball 2. Laid off on the knuckle curve there. But this whole tournament has been so much fun. And it feels weird to now just have, like, games at 8 o'clock just being covered, you know, instead of like a 3 o'clock afternoon game and then the 6 o'clock early games. It's still kind of just weird just getting back to used to that. 2-0, and that's inside for ball 3. So it's now 3 balls and no strikes to Ronald Acuna Jr. No less to be careful here. 3-0 pitch, and there's a strike. It hit the top tier of the zone, went to the sinker there. Artie, what's going on, Artie? How you doing? Yes, sir. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nola kicks, fires, and that's fouled away. Got a sinker down the middle. Acuna was late, but he got a good cut. He has his 2 top buttons undone, Ronald Acuna Jr. Still wearing that silver necklace. One of 4 players in MLB history with 180-plus homers and 200-plus stolen bases in first 8 seasons. And the 3-2 on the way. He gets caught looking at strike 3 down the hatch. It was a knuckle curve. And Nola, after being behind in the count 3-0, ends up coming back in the count, and he strikes out Ronald Acuna Jr. looking at a knuckle curve right down Broad Street. That was awesome. Wow. So that is the 3rd strikeout for Nola. And here's another knuckle curve that's thrown to Garcia, and it falls low for ball 1. So Venezuela still has a base runner over at first base. That's Contreras. The 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. This is Venezuela versus Venezuela. Man. No, he's on Dominican. He's Dominican Republican. He's Dominican. Yeah. I have to say it the right way. I'm very conscientious of that. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. Artie, thank you so much for the sub. The pitch, ground ball hit over towards the shortstop, and the flip over to second is in plenty of time, and the inning is over. The side is retired, and Aaron Nola gets out of another inning. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 3rd. 2-0 Italy. That is the score. 11 more subs for us to get to 8,500 subscribers. Holy cow, baby. And none of this is possible without you guys. Really. 11 more, man. I can't believe it. I really can't. This is great, man. Shout out to each and every one of you. Yes, sir. All right, so in case you're wondering, how do we get here, JJ? This is a great question. So it's a 2-0 game. JJ D'Orazio did get himself an RBI walk in the bottom of the 2nd. Bases, of course, were loaded. And then Dante Nori had an RBI fielder's choice right after that. And that's how it was 2-0. Starting for Team Venezuela was Keider Montero, and his day is done. Montero just went an inning and a 3rd, gave up 2 earned runs on 2 hits, also walked 3 batters, and he struck out 1. And then Sanchez came on in and ended up getting 2 outs to end the 2nd inning. So, and we are going to the bottom of the 3rd right now. Aaron Nola's line today, 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, just 1 walk, and he has punched out 3 batters as well on a total of 48 pitches. And again, they get up to 83 pitches in this round. So that's how it works. And then tomorrow, it's 95. What's up, Joe? Italy impresses me. Didn't know Nola was Italian. And isn't Christopher Sanchez on Venezuela? No, he's Dominican. Or was he Cuban? Either way, Philly's pitchers are superb if we could figure out how to hit the ball. I appreciate you. I'm slightly annoyed Italy changed pitchers for this game. I wanted to see Nola pitch to Bryson Kyle, says Bam Man. You know what? I hear you. I understand. But also, like, at the same time, if they lost this game, you know, like, don't you, I mean, these are all game 7s. So, like, don't you want, you don't want to save your best pitcher for tomorrow, you know, like, because you got to get to tomorrow. It's tough. That's not an easy decision. I hear what you're saying, though. You bring up a really good point. 1-0 pitch, grounded over towards the shortstop, and here's the throw over to first. That's in plenty of time, and the first out is made here in the bottom of the third. That was John Birdie who just grounded out over to Ezekiel Tovar. Those 5 a.m. games hit really differently. It's great, man. And Artie, thanks again for the sub. 1 away, bottom of the third. Here's a sinker that's thrown just a little bit outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And the lefty Sanchez kicks and deals, and the slider does jam Marcy. However, it was hit over towards the first base side, and Sanchez had to go cover the bag on the underhanded flip, and the runner was just out. Oh gosh, sorry, I was a little bit behind on that. But Sanchez ended up winning the race over to first, and Marcy was hustling. Vinny had to, or not Vinny, over at first base, that was Arise who had to go get to that ball. And he did, and he just made the flip back over towards the pitcher who had to cover first. And the pitcher, by the way, caught it with his bare hand. That was what was really impressive about that. And Marcy was out by a quarter of a step. Didn't necessarily do that play justice, but that was an incredible play. The pitch to Vinny, and that's taken for a ball. I don't know how he caught it with his bare hand, Sanchez, but that was very impressive. Vinny is tied up in the count 1-1. Sanchez going back to work. Lines up and deals, and the pitch is down and away for ball 2. Two balls, one strike. The 2-1 offering. It's high for ball 3. Good take by Vinny Pasquantino, who, by the way, is 0 for 1. Three balls, one strike to Pasquantino. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 3-1 pitch to Vinny, and he grounds a foul. By the way, when Vinny was being interviewed on Rich Eisen's show after he had the 3-homer game, he said that he's never had a 3-homer game ever. Like, ever. He's never hit 3 homers in a game. That includes high school and college, and yeah, it's never happened to him. 3-2 pitch, that's outside for ball 4. And Vinny gets on with a 2-out walk. And he is now over at first base, and Zach DeZenzo is going to come on up. I just found that really fascinating because, you know, like even when you play in high school or college and you hear about these players that get up to the majors, like some of them just have ridiculous days in high school. You see like 500, 600 batting averages and that type of stuff. The pitch, that's taken for a strike to Zach. Hitting on the right side, he singled in the second and scored the first run of the game at the time. 0-1, and that is up high for a ball. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the third, 2 away. Italy up 2-0 against Venezuela. Sanchez comes set and deals. And the pitch is grounded over towards the first base side. First baseman picks it up, and he's just ready for DeZenzo. And he just tags him out himself. And we are going to go to the 4th inning. It is 2-0 Italy. Venezuela is going to come on back up to the plate. All right, chat. Okay. It'll be Garcia to lead it off. 2, 3, and 4 due up. Garcia, Arise, and Gino. Eugenio Suarez. Glad that you enjoyed them. Yeah, dude, that was so cool. It really did. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Stretch those shoulders. I was listening to this interview. I don't know if you guys follow Awful Announcing over on Twitter, but I really enjoyed their content, and I feel like that they do a really, really good job at covering the broadcasting landscape in sports and also just like the streaming side of things as well. And there was like a really good conversation that I was listening to today. There was a podcast that was made like I don't know, it was like maybe 3 or 4 days ago. And it's just like really interesting when you get to hear from people that are professionals, that are in the landscape, that are in the media field, that are talking just about like how much the landscape really is changing and how people have really just like the sports companies themselves just really continue to push forward the transition from, you know, covering things now on streaming platforms. And when you think about like TV contracts and negotiations and that type of stuff, like once, you know, contracts expire, there's just this whole conversation about like, should the games be on YouTube? Like, should the games be on other networks? Like, how's the TV landscape going to change when, MLB is done with their TV rights deals, or like any of the other sports, you know? And it's just really fascinating. Like, I love those types of conversations, and I feel like that like being on board or just keeping up with all that stuff obviously is really important with me, but for other people that like to get into the field, it's just, you know, there's a lot of interesting talking points and a lot of interesting facts and stuff that go on when it comes to just talking about how much things have changed just within the span of 5 years. Cable TV and radio and all that stuff. The pitch, that's in there for a strike. Arise is in the box, by the way. He lined into a double play his last time up. It was an 8-3 double play. He's facing Aaron Nola, who has 49 pitches. And here's the 0-1. That's taken down for a ball. So it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. We got 103 people watching and 56 likes. Let's go. 11 more subs so we get to 8,500 subscribers. The 1-1 grounded over towards the right side. Second baseman picks it up, fires it over to first, and it's in plenty of time. And Arise is retired for the second time today. One out in the top of the fourth, and Gino is going to ground the first pitch that he sees foul towards the third base side. So Nola, 3 1/3, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts in this game so far. The ball is 1 strike. Nola kicks, fires, and there's a high fly ball hit out to left field. Forget about it, it's gone. Gino goes yard, and Venezuela is on the board. It's 2-1, Italy in the top of the fourth. Let's go. All right, fourth inning, 1 out. Nola with 53 pitches so far as we are in the top of the fourth. That was a good swing by Gino. I actually feel like after every home run call, I've noticed that I say that was a good swing. Like, if it's a home run, is it a bad swing? The pitch, that's in there for a strike. Trying to sort of catch myself when I say that. But also just laugh at myself, too. 0-1 pitch. That's down low for a ball. Here's a baseball player that just came back into my mind for whatever reason. Ryan Ludwig. Don't know why I just thought about him. But I did. 1-1 pitch. Line drive played on the hop, though, over at short. And the throw over to first. Dug out by Vinny again. That was nice. Vinny had to scoop that thing up as the throw from short was low and it took a bounce. Yeah, don't know why I thought about that name. Don't know why. Nola now does at 56 pitches. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Now I can hear Philly fans. Whoa, there's the long ball. There's the home run ball that Nola gave up. The ball is one strike. The pitch. There's a ground ball, diving stop by the shortstop. The throw over to first, not in time, not even close. Took two bounces right in front of Vinny, and an infield single by Gleyber Torres. And the tying run is over at first base, and Wilyer Abreu is going to come on up to the plate. It's true. It's so true. There we go. Here's Wilyer Abreu facing Aaron Nola. Nola gets set. And the pitch, grounded over towards the right side. Second baseman picks it up, throws it over to first. They shifted them perfectly, and the inning is over. However, Eugenio Suarez able to take Aaron Nola to distance. And we're going to go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It is 2-1 Italy. Oh, gosh. There's another home run ball that Nola gives up. Like, gosh. Phillies tailgate. Again, if you know, you know, Philly fans. Just remember the Rav fourth inning is one of Aaron Nola's best innings. I don't understand why that narrative is still out there. I just laugh at that, man. The Rav fourth inning, he has a 3.03 ERA. Like, man, shout out to NBC Sports, shout out to Philly. That's just funny. Oh, man. Golly. I mean, you don't have to root for anybody. You can just watch good baseball. I like to do that. People call me. People will actually. You know what, chat? You know what bothers me, chat? This is what bothers me. Okay. If I see like a great player, or if I see a great play, people will be like, no, you have to, you know, like if you're a fan of a team, like you have to root against like that team. Like, I don't know, man. Like, just because like I'm a Phillies fan, like, yeah, like I'm not a big fan of the Braves, and like I want the Phillies to beat the Braves, but I can be a fan of Ronald Acuna Jr. You know, I can say like, damn, like I really like him as a player. I know that this is going to stir up the pot a little bit, but this is what I want to do because, again, I like these types of discussions. But that really does bother me. It's like, I don't care who it is. Like, you know, David Wright, as much as I did not like him being on the Mets, I have to say, Man, if David Wright was on the Phillies, and I know he wasn't, but man, I just liked watching him as a player. He did really good things over at third base. And I learned things from him. I did. The pitch, and that's outside for a ball. That is to Avila. Or that is from Avila, I should say, to Caglione. 1-0 pitch, here it comes, swing and a miss. This guy's firing 97 miles per hour. Gosh. He's pitching for Team Venezuela. 1-1 pitch, bouncing ball hit over to third, and the throw on over to first is in plenty of time for the first out of the fourth inning. The bottom of the fourth. Nola has 59 pitches, by the way, 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and he has struck out 3 batters. So that was Caglione, right? That grounded out. Michael Lorenzen is warming up. So you thought about, are they still going to go to Lorenzen, or are they going to save him for tomorrow? I think he's going to be used today. The pitch, and that's outside. Otherwise, why else would they be warming him up? Luinder Avila, 6 feet 3 inches tall, 195 pounds, from Venezuela. He's on the bump. And the 1-0 pitch, broken bat, fly ball hit out over towards left center field. It'll get down for a base hit. And there is an opposite field single. That thing cracked twice. Gosh. And Fisher gets on with a single. And J.J. DeOrazio is due on up next for Team Italy. Talent is talent. I can't deny it. I feel you, man. David Wright in a Phillies uniform? Blasphemy. Dude, you can't deny. If David Wright was in a Phillies uniform, we would have been all over David Wright. Like, he would never have to buy. If he had the career that he had with the Mets, he would never have to buy a beer in this city. You can't deny it, chat. The pitch, that's taken inside for a ball. Lorenzen was on the Phillies for a stint. He threw a no-hitter. That's correct. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. We got to call the no-hitter. That was the day before my birthday. That was a special day. That was the day where Wes Wilson hit his first homer. His dad was crying. He was there. And then Nick Castellanos hit 2 homers, and his son was going crazy. And then in that same game, Michael Lorenzen threw the no-hitter. That was a special day. 2 balls, 1 strike. J.J. DeOrazio is up to bat. I agree with that take, too, about Miami being the perfect place for this. 2-1 pitch, ground ball, hit backhanded over at shortstop. Here's the throw. The second, it's in time. Nice play. Ezequiel Tavar makes a really good play and fires it over to second to get the force outs. And it's Dante Nori who's coming on up. Let's go. So 2 gone, bottom of the 4th. Avila on the mound. Italy is up 2-1. As we're in the bottom of the 4th with 2 away in the pitch to Nori. This ball is flying out over towards shallow left field. Saying I got it is Abreu, and he does, and he'll make the catch. We played 4 frames, and we will head to the 5th. It'll be Contreras, Churio, and Acuna Jr. on up when we return. All right. I see that we got some new people in the chat. Let's catch everybody up and let everybody know how we got here. Okay, so Italy leads it 2-1 against Venezuela as far as scoring goes. J.J. DeOrazio had an RBI, bases loaded walk in the bottom of the 2nd inning, and then Dante Nori grounded into a 4-6 fielder's choice and ended up bringing home the 2nd run of the game in the bottom of the 2nd, too. In the top of the 4th, Eugenio Suarez homered off of Aaron Nola. It was a solo shot. And that's how it's a 2-1 game. Nola in this game, 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts on a total of 59 pitches. And on the other side, Keider Montero, ended up going an inning and a third, gave up 2 earned runs, 2 hits, 3 walks, struck out 1 batter as well. And that's what you've missed so far. Was that a good recap? But yeah, that's like what bugs me. People are like, well, you can't root for this guy. I can root for whoever the heck I want to root for. I also, to be honest, chat, and again, this might turn people the wrong way again, but you know, I liked watching Freddie Freeman. I can't deny it. Does that make me a hater for the Phillies? I don't think so. I always rooted for the Phillies against Freddie. You kidding me? But I can't deny watching Freddie as a player. I loved it when he, and I still tip my cap to him. I do. Michael Lorenzen's going to go out there to pitch. He's 7-11, or was 7-11 last year with the Royals in 26 games. Tell them to email me if they have a problem. Email me, drop it. You know, let's have this conversation. I like it. I like stirring up the pot. Top of the 5th, nobody out, and Contreras comes on up, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Who's a player? Okay, a Major League Baseball player that was never on your team, but was a rival, right? That you were always like, dang, like, you know, I can't deny it, but I really like. I can appreciate this player. Who's that type of a player for you? Mine is Freddie Freeman and David Wright, I would say. Those 2 guys. 2 balls, no strikes. Contreras is up to bat in the pitch, and that's inside for ball 3. So it's 3 balls, no strikes. Italy has Lorenzen up on the mound. And the 3-0, and that's high for ball 4. And there's a leadoff walk to William Contreras. That's the 2nd time that he has walked today for Venezuela as we are in the top of the 5th inning. Jackson Chourio is now going to come on up to the plate. Derek freaking Jeter. I can't lie. He was a good ball player. Charge! Pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Derek Jeter was one of those guys that was just always clutch. I always thought that he was overrated, but, you know, he was clutch. And he had a really good career. 0-1 pitch. This ball's bounced right over in front of Lorenzen. It was a bunt. The sacrifice will be complete, and Lorenzen will throw it over to first. And at least Contreras goes over to second base for Venezuela's sake. So the sacrifice was complete. And Ronald Acuna Jr. is going to come on up to the plate. 11 more subs. 11 more, baby. Till we get to 8,500. Let's go. Shout out to the chat. Here's Acuna's first pitch. It's outside for ball 1. It was a fastball. Ronald struck out looking in his last at-bat against Nola. He also started off the game with a line out to center field. Hit the ball sharply, but it was right at Marcy. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Got a curveball there. Michael says Pete Rose. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch to Ronald. Check swing, did he go? They say he did not. The pitch was high. Chase Utley, when he left the Phillies, I still liked him, says Kevin. That doesn't count. A player who was never. I didn't specify that. I'll give you that. 2-1 pitch to Ronald, and that's dribbled foul over towards the left side. A player that never played for your team, that you were always like, dang, like he's a really good player, and I must like tip my cap to him. Would you take Slay back if you're the Eagles? He just retired. Would he come out of retirement for it? I don't think so. 2-2 pitch. It's up high for ball 3. He just retired today. He announced it on his social media. So it's 3-2 to Acuna. Over at second base is William Contreras. 10 more, baby. Let's go. 10 more subs. Thank you so much. Shout yourself out down below. We're 10 away from 8,500. Let's go. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's the payoff pitch. He pops it up. The pitch was high. And it'll be hit over towards the third base side. And the shortstop will call off the third baseman. The catch is made, and there's out number 2. Got jammed on the pitch. It was high. And he just popped it up over towards the left side of the infield. And he goes back to the dugout, not happy. And Michael Garcia, who singled in the first, looking to try to go 2 for 3 right now. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Lorenzen comes set and deals, and Garcia grounds this one sharply over to shortstop, and the throw on over to first base is in time. A golden opportunity for Venezuela to try to get a run, and they're not able to do so. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Italy still leads it 2-1. JD with the sub over on YouTube. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Welcome on in, JD. Boom. Let's go. Pound me back. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And again, shout out to Artie as well. Am I saying that correctly? Is it Artie or is it Artie? I really want to make sure that I get that correct. Let me know down below, but you get a fist bump as well. Let's go. Aaron Nola tonight only gave up 1 run in 4 innings with 3 strikeouts, and he leaves the game with the lead, says John Clark. Let's go. But Pete Rose, I guess, also... Yeah, Pete Rose was on the Phillies, too, so I guess that also counts, yeah. Barry Bonds. Yeah, I mean, I guess technically the Pirates... Yeah, the Pirates were a rival. Or a rival for the Phillies. And then, of course, when he went on the Giants, too. So far, my prediction for subs is on point, JJ. Still saying 9,000... by mid-April. 9,000, you say, by mid-April? Oh, man. Ugh. Let's go. Let's go. We'll take it. And again, what was I going to say? I forget what I was going to say. 10 more to go, baby. Yeah, I think Clayton Kershaw. Oh, Kershaw. Kershaw's a good one, man. Because if you think about, like, rookie Kershaw in 08, right? And then you think about 09 Kershaw, like, that the Dodgers' rivalry with us was pretty high at that time because we played them in the NLCS both of those years. So that's another good answer. I like that. Darryl Strawberry, that's a good one. Darryl Strawberry. Again, I wasn't around, of course, in that era, so I can't necessarily say it like firsthand, but that is a good one. Jose Reyes, I can't lie, was also one of those guys for me. Could not stand playing Jose Reyes, but I must admit he was a good player. And Chipper Jones, too. Okay. All right, there's a Brave that I did not like facing, and that was when I was a kid. And that was Chipper Jones. No balls, 1 strike in the pitch, swing and a miss. Antonacci is up to bat. The last guy that I will say, there's actually 2 more. Martin Prado, another Phillies killer, and Matt Diaz. I don't know why Matt Diaz always did so good against the Phillies. I always have to bring him up. But gosh, I couldn't stand Matt Diaz. Oh, gosh. The ball is 2 strikes in the pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the shortstop. And the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 1. So Tavar picked it on up and did an excellent job there. Nolan Ryan, Griffey. Jeff Bagwell. Ooh. Ron Gant. Which team was Ron on? I really don't know. Pitch. That's a foul ball. The balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th, 1 away. And the pitch to John Birdie. That's a foul ball. Let's go, Doug. Let's go, baby. Good to see you on here. I had to name a couple of Braves players. 0-2 pitch, and that just hit the umpire in the mask. That was a 98-mile-per-hour fastball that just hit him square in the mask. Contreras just got on up. He's talking to him. I mean, he's talking. Seems to be okay, but that is scary. Hit him square in the mask, like bullseye. And then, of course, they have to. Of course, Fox has to show it the home plate perspective, because there's a camera on the umpire. So of course they have to show that perspective. I mean, why? 1 ball and 2 strikes. Umpires are gathering together, and Avila and Contreras are out there just making sure that he's okay, as there's a meeting right in front of the mound. Let's go. Hey, JJ, why do we have to bring up all these Braves players? Because I didn't like facing them. That's the conversation that we're having right now. One last person that I will say that I did not like to face, and he also at one point was a Brave too. But I really just didn't like facing him when he was on the Marlins. And that was Dan Uggla. Gosh, when he hit that walk-off grand slam against us, I actually cried. I did. I was at my grandma's house. I was watching that Marlins game. Phillies had the lead. I was feeling really good. And then Uggla comes up and he hits a grand slam against us. And I could not stop watching Phillies postgame live with Mitch Williams. And it made me feel a lot better. 1-2 on the way. This ball is flied out over towards center field, and on the run to make the grab in front of the warning track is Churio, and there's out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. Uggy. Two outs, bottom of the 5th. And the pitch, that's going to hit Marcy on the foot, the front foot. So he gets hit by a pitch. And Vinny is going to come on up to the plate. Oops, just saw that. Okay, yeah, bad weather down there. All right, who's up now? Vinny is up. Sorry, I lied. It was Jacob. Jacob Marcy is up. So Birdie got hit by a pitch. The pitch is fouled off. No, Vinny is up. They confused me because they put up the wrong graphic. Vinny is up. It's all good. Good job. Vinny's up to bat. Grounded the first one foul. The ball's 1 strike, 2 away, bottom of the 5th. The pitch. It's fouled off the foot of Vinny because Marcy just got hit by the pitch. Two outs, bottom of the 5th. No balls, 2 strikes to Vinny. And the 0-2. It's down in the way for a ball. I hear you, Taco Tom. That must have been tough. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Strike 3 called. Got him looking on the inside corner. We played 5 innings. And we will go to the top of the 6th inning. Okay. All right. Who should we go rage at? We got 106 people tuning on in. Make sure that you guys hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. 4,254 total views. You guys are the best. Let's go, baby. Shout yourself out. Let us know where you guys are tuning on in from. Let's go. I'll shout you out. All right. Shout out Pennsylvania. Let's go. Where's everybody tapping on in from? Where are you all tapping on in from? Let me know down below. Where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you really, really from? Where are you tuning on in from? That was bad. Let's go. All right, time to shout some people out. Dauphin County, PA. North Carolina, yes, sir. Let's go. North Carolina. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Shout out to North Carolina. Shout out to Dauphin County, PA. Delaware County, PA. Yes, Delaware County, PA. Man, Earth. I saw somebody say Earth yesterday. Yes. Are we doing March Madness? Oh, of course we are. We got March Madness. We're doing the Phillies, of course, the Sixers, the Eagles, the World Baseball Classic. That's what you're tuning on into right now. And then we are doing, of course, Major League Baseball as well. Dauphin County, PA. Who else we got? New York. Yassine's here. What's up, Yassine? How you doing, man? Shout out to Max Coverage TV. Shout out to Yassine. Moria, South Pacific. Steve. What's up, Steve? Tongyong, South Korea. Wow. That's how far we're going, man. That's great. Take that. What's going on, my guy? Big shout out to you. A little fist pump there. A little fist pump here. A little fist pump there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, man. Spring is only 4 days away. Doesn't feel like it. What's going on, dude? How you doing, my guy? Hello, everyone everywhere. Yes. Hello to everybody. All right. And now it's time to say goodbye. No, I'm kidding. Totally joking. Luis Ariz is up in the pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Dude, how bad would that be if I was just like, all right, we're done. That's it. 1 ball, no strikes to Luis Ariz in the pitch, and that's called a strike. Just taking that 94. I would never do that. Of course. Porzingis had 30 points tonight. Holy smokes. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. That's taken for ball 2. So it's a 2-1 ball game. Italy has the lead. Nola went 4 innings, struck out 3 batters, allowed 4 hits. The 2-1 pitch. Line drive hit out over to center field, but that's going to be caught for the first out by Marcy. And Gino is going to come on up. Yes, sir. Someone time kept saying go Villanova. Yeah. The pitch to Suarez. Nets up high for a ball. As soon as you said Marlins, I knew. I could have, well, who else could I have said that was from the Marlins? Wasn't Jorge Cantu? No, I guess not. 1-0 pitch to Gino. Fly ball hit out over to right field, and that's going to be caught for the second out of the inning. So there's 2 away in the 6th inning. And Tovar is up to bat. So far in this game, Italy has left 5 men on base, and they are 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Venezuela, they're also 0 for 2. They've left 4 men on base. Top of the 6th of the pitch, and this ball's grounded over towards the dugout, towards that left side. Who else was a Brave and a Marlin? Brian De La Cruz, I could have said. Now he's a Philly. 0-1 pitch. This ball's popped up out over towards shallow right field. Caglione is there, and he'll make the catch, and the inning is over. And the side is retired. It's time to go to the bottom of the 6th. 5, 6, and 7 are due up in the batting order, by the way. That's also 6 of the last 7 batters that have been retired by Italy's pitching staff. All right, we should go find somebody to raid. Who is on the platform that's streaming right now? Let's see. Who's on the platform, chat? Who should we go say hi to? Raided Bad Dog yesterday, and let's go say hi to Jaguar Gator, man. Let's go say hi to Jaguar Gator. We'll be raiding Max later on in the season. Let's go say hi to Jaguar Gator, chat. All right, I'm going to drop Jaguar's link down below. Go say hi to Jaguar Gator. Tell him that I said hi. Tell him what's good. And I will be right back. All right, see you very, very soon. Don't go anywhere. There we go. All righty. Let's go, baby. All right. Avila is still pitching. DeZenzo is in the box. The count is 1-1. We are back from the break. Bottom of the 6th. Nobody out. Zach DeZenzo is in the box. Right-handed hitter. He's 1 for 2 in the pitch. That is outside for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. Let's go, chat. The pitch. Line drive, base it out to left center field. Backhanded by Abreu. And he draws the throw over to second. Staying put over at first is DeZenzo. And Jack Caglione is going to come on up to the plate right now for Team Italy. Let's go. Charge! Caglione is in the box. Mustard batting gloves. And the pitch on the way is a sinker that's in there for strike one at 96 miles per hour. Montero got the start for Team Venezuela. Gave up 2 earned runs. Allowed 3 walks. And struck out just 1 batter. 0-1 pitch. That's a changeup that's fouled away. Over towards the left side. Italy up by a run. The ball's 2 strikes. Bottom of the 6th. Avila still on the bump. This is Luinder Avila from Venezuela, 6 feet 3 inches tall, 195 pounds. The pitch. It's outside for ball 1. Got some action going on in the Venezuela bullpen. Edward Bazardo is warming up. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jack Caglione. And the 1-2 pitch. And that's a little bit low for ball 2. That was pitch number 31 by Avila. There's a friend of ours. The toss back over to first. Not in time. Hello, BW. How you doing, man? Good to see you on here, my friend. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jack Caglione. And the 2-2 pitch, foul ball. Runner was going to go. And the only place he has to go to now is first base. John Birdie was also a Marlin. That is correct. He's done damage against us, too. 2-2 pitch. This ball's grounded over towards the right side of first, and the pitcher gets over to it, throws it over to first, and that was sort of like a sacrifice bunt, if you will, as DeZenzo maneuvers over to second base. And it's Andrew Fisher who's going to come on up. Folks, if you like listening to good play-by-play, I do encourage you guys to go check out Orioles Bird Watcher. He does an awesome job. He covers, he's been covering USA Baseball, and also he covers the Baltimore Orioles as well. That's going to do it for Avila. Luinder Avila, his night is done. And we have a pitching change here in the bottom of the 6th with a runner over at second and 1 away. Excuse me, chat. We got 110 people watching, and we are now 10 subscribers away from getting to 8,500 subs. Holy smokes, man. Let's go. Oh, gosh. By the way, the Suns are up 111 to 110 against the Boston Celtics. The Bulls, they lead at 99 to 88. That's with 11 minutes to go. There's still 3 minutes left in that Celtics game. The Pelicans are up 110 to 93 against the Dallas Mavericks. Lakers and Rockets are currently underway. That's a late game. Dan Uggla was a beast. He really was, man. I know I'm behind on chat, but I disliked facing Dan Uggla. I really did. Dan Uggla was definitely not a favorite of mine. Josie's here. What's going on, Josie? How you doing? Pretty sure the final was last night between U.S. and DR. I don't know about that, man. I think that I actually, to be honest with you, I mean, that was a great game. To me, Venezuela versus Japan, I still felt like that was the best game. Last night's game was intense, though. Like, last night's, I had a chance to sleep on it. I said last night's was the best, but, man, I still can't get over that Venezuela-Japan game because that was good, too. They were both good. The ball is one strike. In this game, there's still some meat left on the bones, chat. The ball is one strike in the 0-1, and that slider is down in the way for a ball. Andrew Fisher walked and singled in this game. One ball, one strike, one out, bottom of the sixth, and the 1-1, swing and a miss. You don't like the spelling of Ugla? One ball, two strikes, bottom of the sixth, one away. Italy up 2-1 against Venezuela. Next pitch, here it comes, and that nearly hit Fisher. He went down. The pitch was way inside. Whew. Gosh. Almost got him right on the elbow. Had to back his way out of it. Two balls, two strikes, and the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Serpa is the one who strikes him out, and there's two gone. In the bottom of the sixth inning. So, Angel Zerpa is on the mound, 6 feet tall, 237 pounds. Left-handed pitcher. They will intentionally walk J.J. DeOrazio, and they will face Dante Nori instead, which I find to be very fascinating. Nori had the RBI fielder's choice earlier in the game to give Italy its second run. And the first pitch he fouls off over towards the left side. He also stole a bag, too. 0-1 pitch. Wide for ball one. How about Nikhil Alexander Walker tonight? 41 points for him. One ball, one strike, and a pitch. That was a perfect fastball on the outside corner at the knees for strike two. Venezuela trying to get out of it. Italy trying to add on some more runs. Bottom of the sixth. 2 outs, 2 base runners. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Zerpa stares back at second. Now back to the plate. And the 1-2. High bouncer. Hit over the head of the pitcher. Second baseman's just going to have to eat it up. And that's going to load the bases. Dante Nori just continues to be a small ball hitting machine. And so bases are loaded in the bottom of the 6th inning. And up to bat is Sam Antonacci for the 4th time today. That high bouncer went way over Zerpa's head. Torres, all he could do is just eat it up. And I'm surprised that they walked DeOrazio. So here we go. Sam is up, and he looks at ball one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 away, and the pitch. Strike 1 at the knees, fired at 97. Nori at first, D'Orazio at second, DeZenzo at third. Next pitch, line drive, foul ball towards the third base dugout. And the count is now 1-2. All right, let's go. Charge! Fans on their feet. Zerpa puts his glove to his ear. Now puts it down at the belt. He kicks. He fires. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. That was a fastball on the outside corner. Antonacci took it and watched it go by, and now he has to go back to the dugout and go get his glove. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, it's still a 2-1 Italy lead. Wow. All right, it's Glaber, Willier, and William all due up for Venezuela. Incredible pitching right there by Zerpa. He was outstanding. They took the gamble. They decided not to face D'Orazio. And then Nori got on with an infield single. And Antonacci struck out looking on a fastball on the outside corner. And we are going to go to the 7th inning, chats. All right. Folks, if you are new to the channel, the name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play by Play with JJ. We are 21 likes away from getting to 100 for the 5th day in a row, and we are also 10 subscribers away from getting to our new milestone, 8,500 subs. It's a big, big number for me. That was something that I was hoping to get by towards the middle of April, but that was like, wow, like if we can get there, like that would be super, super huge. What's everybody saying in chat? Someone get a hold of Vegas and see who takes this. I have to clock in soon. Boo! Nah. Screw work. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You got to do what you got to do, man. I understand. Shout out to you, though, for being on here. On the line. I'm just catching up with chat. Just catching up. Man, we got some cool convos going on. I love it. 5 hits for Italy. 2 runs. 1 run for Venezuela. 4 hits. 9 more subs. Let's go. We're in the single digits now. Yes. Oh, yes. Gleyber Torres is up, and he takes ball 1. It's 2 for 2 today with a pair of singles. Thank you so much. Shout yourself out down below. 1 ball, no strikes in the pitch. That's a curveball. That's down and away for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes in the top of the 7th inning. Lorenzen, still pitching, by the way, for Team Italy. Fires and then swung on and missed. Aaron Nola and Lorenzen today combined 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Here's the 2-1 offering. No appeal there. It was down low and away for ball 3. Venezuela's only run came in the 4th inning. It was a solo jack by Gino. Eugenio Suarez. And Italy's 2 runs came in the bottom of the 2nd on an RBI walk by J.J. D'Orazio and an RBI fielder's choice by Dante Nori. The 3-1 pitch from Lorenzen, and that's taken at the knees. It was a sinker at 93 for strike 2. On deck is Wilyer Abreu, who's 0 for 2. Lorenzen winds up and fires, and that's inside for ball 4. Excellent take there by Gleyber Torres, and he gets on for the 3rd time today. Let's go. Surprised JJ didn't announce the suspension. Oh, it was announced like a couple weeks ago. Are you saying that you're surprised that I didn't put a YouTube short on it? Yeah. I didn't do it. I dropped the ball on that. I'll give you that. But we talked about it. I figured that we would just talk about it during spring training, but no, I didn't announce that. I didn't post a YouTube short about it. But yeah, Johan Rojas, last week was suspended. They just found out the drug, though, today. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. The PED it was. Here's the toss back over to first, and that's not in time. Boldenone was the drug. The ball is 1 strike. And here's the 0-1, and that is taken on the upper third of the zone for strike 2. All right, Abreu is in the box. The tying run is over at first base for Venezuela. Who's going to play USA tomorrow? Will it be Italy or will it be Venezuela? 0-2 pitch, foul back towards the screen. Showing a replay of Willier's home run that he hit to give Venezuela the lead against Japan in the quarters. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He strikes out, and Michael Lorenzen gets his first K of the game. So in 2 1/3, Lorenzen finally gets his first strikeout, and that was a big one. It was a very big one. Abreu down on strikes, and William Contreras is up next, who has walked twice. In the pitch to Williams, swing and a miss. Has still not recorded a hit in the World Baseball Classic. 0-1 is the count. Torres still over at first base. 32 pitches for Lorenzen, and here's the next pitch, and that is taken just a bit inside and maybe a little bit high as well for ball 1. Churio is in the on-deck circle, and in the hole, it's Acuna. 2-1 Italy, top of the 7th, and here's the 1-1, and that's fouled back. One ball, 2 strikes, 34 pitches for Michael Lorenzen. Churio versus Lorenzen. Michael gets the signs, fires it back over to first, and it's not in time. How about Paul Cotter for the Devils, scoring his first career OT winner for the Devils today? Wow. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Lorenzen. That thing just tailed inside and low. And that changeup was nasty. 2 away on back-to-back Ks. That's 1. And that's 2. And Churio will come back on up. Top of the 7th, 2 away. Churio is in the box. Here's the throw over to first. It's not in time. He looked fooled on that pitch, William. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Churio's 0 for 1. He fouled out to first, back in the 3rd. The pitch, ground ball up the middle for a base hit. And this will put runners over at the corners because Torres was running on over to 2nd. And so we got runners over at 1st and 3rd. And here comes Acuna. I am shocked that they were not playing up the middle for Churio. That worked out very well for Venezuela because it was a hit and run. Acuna is 0 for 3. Venezuela knocking on the door, and we'll have another second to wait longer because we have a timeout on the mound. Oh boy, 2 outs, top of the 7th. And Ronald Acuna is coming on up to bat in a big-time spot here. Today he's 0 for 3. He lined out to center in the 1st, struck out looking in the 3rd, and popped out to short in the 5th. Acuna, in his career against Lorenzen, is 3 for 9 with a homer and 2 RBI in 12 plate appearances. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Lorenzen on the mound. Tying run at 3rd. The pitch to Ronald. Ground ball over to shortstop. Sliding stop. The throw over to 1st. Acuna beats it out. We're tied 2-2 in the top of the 7th. That was grounded right over towards that hole. And the shortstop, Antonacci, got the stop. But then that throw was way too short. Mikel Garcia is up to bat now. Pitch to Garcia. It's up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Mikel Garcia. Venezuela back in the game. One ball, no strikes to Mikel Garcia. And the 1-0 pitch, that's up high for ball 2. At second base is Jackson Churio. And at first, it's Acuna. So small ball has been working for Venezuela in this 7th inning. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, folks. Venezuela looking to leapfrog Italy. And before that happens, or before the pitch, I should say, there's a little disengagement over at second base. There's Sal Perez clapping along in the dugout. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch to Mikel, line drive, base hit out to left field. Churio rounding 3rd. He'll be waved home. 3-2 Venezuela, and Acuna over at 3rd base as well. Tables have turned and Venezuela is on top. Acuna dove into 3rd base head first. He was like, I'm going to go to 3rd. And not even the throw could beat him, and he's all fired up too. Here comes Luis Ariz, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Venezuela just took the lead on an RBI infield single by Acuna to tie it. And then right after that, Mikel Garcia hit an RBI single. Here's the 1-0 to Ariz, and that is taken for ball 2. a little bit outside. I am shocked that they're still keeping in Lorenzen here. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 away, top of the 7th. The pitch, it's low and taken for ball 3. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, baby. Let's go. 9 more till we get to 8,500 subscribers. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 away, top of the 7th. And the pitch. That was high, but it's called a strike. What's that number now, long ball? Is that 4? Three balls, 1 strike. 2 away, top of the 7th. The pitch fouled off the mask of the catcher, and it's now a full count. Let's go, baby! Charge! Acuna at third, Garcia at first, each of them at RBI singles. And Venezuela on top. Lorenzen gets set at the belt, gets the signs from the catcher. And the payoff pitch to Arise. There's a line drive hit out to left center field. They'll get down for a base hit. Acuna will jog on home. Garcia goes over to third. It's 4-2 Venezuela. And Suarez, who's going to come on up to bat, will be the 8th man to bat in this inning. Back in the 4th. But Michael Lorenzen is going to be pulled right now, and we will have a pitching change right before Suarez is introduced. All right, chat, let's go. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. If you are new to the channel, we go on for Phillies baseball. You can see it right here on the shirt. We also do Sixers basketball. We do Eagles football as well. And we cover Major League Baseball. We're doing Sunday Night Baseball again this year. It's not just the Phillies games that we're doing. We're trying to do some other baseball games as well. We want to try to grow the baseball fan base, and we want to reach out to more people. And so that's what we're doing this year. We're also doing some March Madness games. Excited about that. And yeah. So if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up button. We are now 9 subscribers away from getting to 8,500 subscribers. We are so close. Oh, man, I think we can get there by the end of tonight. And again, for those of you who have subscribed, and for those of you who have been watching me throughout the years, throughout the days, however you found me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Because none of this is possible without you guys, and you guys really are the heart to this channel. And I mean that. I mean that very, very much. So, wow. 4-2 game. Venezuela leads it by 2. Did not expect this turnaround. Somebody said, well, I think that I think that we may have seen the best game yesterday. I still think that this game, and I even think tomorrow's game, is still going to be really good. I'm not even counting Italy out yet. I'm not. Gino is now up to bat, and they'll be facing Nicholas here for Team Italy. First pitch to Gino. This ball is flied out over towards medium depth center field. Marcy gets under it, and he will make the catch, and the inning is over. We will go to the bottom of the 7th. 3 RBI singles by Team Venezuela. They were all back to back to back. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Birdie will lead it off when Team Italy returns. 8 men came up to the plate in that inning. Wow. Whew. Time for some water. From the beginning, I said I was rooting for USA and wanting Italy to have a good showing. I guess I shouldn't be too upset. I don't think this game is done, man. I really don't. I don't think that this game is done. It's been a great game. It really has. This is not just an exhibition game. You can literally see all the guys. Okay. To get, like, I said this before. Okay. To get Juan Soto, to get Shohei Ohtani, to get Fernando Tatis Jr., to get Aaron Judge, to get Kyle Schwarber, right? Yoshinobu Yamamoto, to get all of these top-tier players to buy into doing something like this and just see the emotions that they have doing this for their country. Like, do you not see what types of emotions that they are presenting to you? When Oneil Cruz hit that 3-run home run in Game 1 for Dominican Republic, and then you see Manny Machado make back-to-back excellent plays from third base in foul territory where he throws a cannon over to first and he goes to high-five the fans through the netting. Like, how does that not get your juices, like, riled up? Like, this is even better than the All-Star game. You're watching Ohtani just hit, like, almost go for the cycle in the first 3 innings of a game, and yet he's showing emotion. Like, this means so much to them, and that's all that we want as fans and as people that cover these games. We just want these guys to be engaged, and that's what's missing. I've said it in the NBA, you know, when it comes to their All-Star game, when it comes to even just their season. They don't necessarily have that, and even looking at the NFL side of things, when you look at the Pro Bowl and all that sort of stuff, it's not the same. It really is not. And it's really incredible just to see tears of joy going down these guys' faces. And even as bad as this sounds, like, when these teams lose, like, you see them cry. You really do. Like, just the raw emotion. You can relate to that. That's what humans relate to, emotion. The pitch. Nets taken down for a ball. John Birdie is up to bat. Bizzardo is pitching. It's a 1-ball, no-strike count to John Birdie. Bizzardo kicks, fires the pitch. Nets in there for a called strike at the knees. It was a sinker at 93 miles per hour. One ball, one strike, and the pitch. Ground ball hit back over towards the pitcher. It was actually knocked off his glove. The throw over to first by the second baseman is in plenty of time. I thought Bizzardo was going to get that. Ended up not being able to handle it. And right behind him to field it was Gleyber Torres. And now it's Jacob Marcy's turn to come on up. So that goes down as a 1-4-3 ground out. One away, and here's the pitch, and that's called a strike. Looked a little bit outside. Nonetheless, though, the count is 0-1. The 0-1. Check swing, did he go? He did, says the third base umpire. Still has his hand up. And he finally dropped it. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th, and the 0-2 pitch. It's down in the way for a ball. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Out of there. And Vinny Pasquantino is going to come on up next. That was an excellent pitch thrown by Bizzardo. Vinny today, hitless in 2 at-bats. He did get on in the 3rd, though, via walk. And he looks at a curve that's taken on the outside corner for a strike. There's Francisco Cervelli, the manager for Team Italy. As the 0-1 pitch, here it comes. It's popped up over towards shallow center field. Getting under it is Tovar. He says, I got it, and he will make the catch. We head to the 8th inning. Venezuela versus Italy. Still plenty of baseball left to go in this one. Let's go. It's a 4-2 game. And Ezequiel Tovar, who caught the out to end the 7th, is going to be leading it off when we go to the 8th. All right, chat. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 feeling terrible, 10 feeling great, how we feeling about this game right now? 1 being I'm scared, I'm not feeling good, my stomach's bothering me, my head hurts. 10, I'm jumping for joy, I'm feeling phenomenal. How we feeling? Let's go. I took some time away. How did Venezuela take the lead, JJ? Great question. Very, very good question. It was a 2-1 game going on into the 7th inning. Ronald Acuna Jr., Michael Garcia, and Luis Ariz had back-to-back-to-back RBI singles. Acuna's tied the game. Garcia's gave them the lead. And Ariz's RBI single gave them, at this moment in time, an insurance run. This is great baseball. It is great baseball. But that's not a number. I feel like ZD. That's not a number either. 5. Let's go. There's our first number. Love it. Seema says I'm at a 7. So wait, so you are rooting for Venezuela. Is that the verdict here? I'm feeling great. I'm ready for tomorrow night's game. I feel that. That's still not a number. But we got 3 numbers so far. We'll take it. 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 I'm at an 8.3. That's a specific number. That number does exist. Yes, it does. 8.3. Let's go. All right. The pitch. That's taken outside for a ball. I'm at a 9. Let's go, baby. 1 ball, no strikes to Ezequiel Tovar. And again, drop BW's link, mods. Appreciate you guys. You are the best. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ezequiel Tovar. We've got 114 people rocking with us. 16 of you need to hit that thumbs up button in order for us to get to 100 likes again. Let's go. Smash it. It's free. The 1-1. That's a pie for ball 2. The guy that's on the mound for Team Italy, that is Nicholas. Kyle Nicholas. The 2-1 offering. That misses down and away for ball 3. Tovar tonight 0 for 3. Struck out in the 2nd. Grounded out to short in the 4th. And flied out to left in the 6th. Here's the 3-1 pitch. This ball is skied out over towards shallow right center field. Who's going to get there? It'll be the right fielder, Caglione, and he will record the first out himself. Tovar was the only guy that did not bat in the 7th inning. And here comes Andres Jimenez. He will pinch hit here for Gleyber Torres. Had that ridiculous catch in pool play where he leaped up and he jumped up and caught it over at second base. It was actually, he caught it over at short. It was a bullet. The pitch is taken down for a ball. One ball, no strikes, and the 1-0 pitch. Fly ball, foul ball towards the right side. They've been showing Sal a lot today. One ball, one strike, and the pitch. That is chopped foul towards the right side. It was a curveball. Taco Tom says, I'm at a 10. I'm at a 9. Andres just hitting 143 in the World Baseball Classic so far. There's the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Nicholas able to get himself another strikeout. That was actually his first strikeout, excuse me. Mods, you are the best. Here's a curveball. It's taken on the inside edge for strike one. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, we're singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" in the chat, dude. That's so cool. I love that. I love that, man. That gives me goosebumps. No balls, 2 strikes. Wilyer Abreu in the box, and the 0-2 pitch. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Wilyer Abreu. He just struck out on a slider. It was inside, and we head to the bottom of the 8th. 6 more outs to go for Italy. They're down to their final 6 outs. Okay. Very, very good. 10 more likes until we get to 100, and 9 more subs until we get to 8,500. Let's go! Yes! Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Oh, gosh. I got the chills, man. This has been an incredible thing, man. That's crazy. Dude, Acuna, when he got on with that single, he just kept running down that right field line. It was really funny. The World Baseball Classic just posted it on their Twitter page. He just kept running on down that line. He was so fired up. Rightfully so, man. Rightfully so. Let's go, man. Oh, man. Let's go. All right. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Who's up to bat? Zach DeZenzo will lead it off, and then it'll be Jack Caglione and Andrew Fisher as follows. Let's go. Let's go. Looping an espresso shot. I haven't seen anything about the espresso machine. Haven't seen anything about that today. Do they still have the espresso machines? Cardinals had 2 Asian utility players named Gagliano and Spezio back in the day. I also just realized what happened. Did Lars Nootbaar ever make it to who did he play for the last time in the World Baseball Classic? Was he on Japan? Lars Nootbaar? The pitch to DeZenzo, and he'll ground this one sharply over to third. Here's the throw to first. It's in plenty of time by Michael Garcia, and there's one out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's go. 4 more likes and 9 more subs. 4 more likes, 9 more subs. And Jack Caglione is going to come on up. So for 2, he walked back in the second and he scored a run. The pitch on the way. That's a fastball at 99 miles per hour. Right down the heart and soul of the plate for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. That is on the outside corner for strike number 2. The 0-2 on the way to Jack Caglione. Foul ball. It was Japan. Okay. What's up, John? How you doing, man? Good to see you on here. 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And there's a strikeout for Machado. That one went right on into the dirt. And 2 away in the bottom of the 8th inning. So Caglione is down on strikes. And up next is Andrew Fisher, who's 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. The pitch. It's called a strike. It's a changeup. And the count is 0-1. DR couldn't score more than 1 run. That's why they lost. The score was 2-1. That's correct. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a fastball at 99. But both teams had plenty of opportunities. They're doing the chop here? Wow. Of course they are. Of course they're doing the chop. The ball is 2 strikes. Andrew Fisher, left-handed hitter in the box. And the 0-2 outside at 99 miles per hour. One and 2 is the count. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That pitch was at 100 miles per hour down the turnpike. And we go to the 9th inning. 4-2 Venezuela. Gosh. The elbows are cracking. The knees are cracking. The bat is probably cracking. Hopefully some of y'all are cracking up. That's all the cracking going on right now. That was a great pitch. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live. We're at 98 likes. 2 more until we get to 100 for the 5th day in a row. We are 2 likes away from that, and we are 9 subscribers away from 8,500 subscribers. Means the world to me, guys. Thank you all so much, man. Oh, man. Folks, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. For those of you who are new to the channel, we go on for World Baseball Classic games. We're going to be covering other baseball games as well, like we did last year. We do Sunday Night Baseball. We'll be doing some games throughout the week. We also did this really cool thing every once in a while called MLB Diamond Zone, which is basically like Red Zone if you're into like fantasy baseball or stuff like that. And if you're just a big baseball fan like me, and if you follow the rest of the league and you're like, well, I want to tune on into like 7 different games, like I want to be able to like follow like other games going on because I'm just a baseball fan. I got you. That's what Diamond Zone's all about. We go to the action and we switch the scoreboards, and it's really easy to follow along if you are a baseball fan. So go check us out. Check out our other baseball content that we do on here too. We also cover the Sixers for basketball, the Eagles for football. You get a lot of action on this channel. You really do. That's why play-by-play is in the title. It's called play-by-play with JJ for a reason. Everybody's like, oh, you do play-by-play? It's in the title, guys. It is. It is. Let's go. Time to go to the 9th inning. It'll be Contreras to lead it off, and he's going to be facing Marinaccio. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss. So Venezuela was down 2-1, and then in the 7th inning they had back-to-back-to-back RBI singles from Acuna, Garcia, and Arise. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. Eugenio Suarez also homered in the 4th. And then for Italy, they got both of their runs in the bottom of the 2nd on an RBI walk by J.J. De Orazio, and then Dante Nori had an RBI fielder's choice. 0-2 pitch, here it comes, swing and a miss. Marinaccio, gets the first out of the 9th via strikeout. Let's go. Did we get 100? Did we just get 100? Let's go! Yes! Thank you, chat. Love you all. You guys are the best. Love you guys. 1 out, top of the 9th. And the pitch, that's in there for a strike. Really, it means the world. 9 more subs. That number is big, too. That number is so big. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss. That was a sweeper. That one went out of the zone. This is Jackson Churios up to bat. Thank you so much, John. I really appreciate you. And Callie's mom, thank you so much for the 100th like. Appreciate you. 0-2 pitch, ground ball hit over towards the shortstop, Antonacci, and he throws it over to first base on the run in plenty of time. And there's 2 gone in the 9th inning. And now it's Ronald who comes back on up. Two away, top of the 9th. Acuna will foul off the first pitch that he sees. The count is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, top of the 9th, 2 away. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch to Acuna. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. It'll be caught, and the inning is done. Hit it sharply, just right at Nori, and Italy down to its final 3 outs. De Orazio, Nori, and Antonacci are coming on up for the bottom of the 9th. Yes. After the game is done, we got a post-game show. Make sure that you guys stay on for that. We'll dissect our thoughts. We'll talk a little bit about tomorrow and what's to come for that. And it'll be a lot of fun. It will be. Let's go. PJ, thanks so much for dropping the link tree. Oh, boy. We've been streaming for 3 hours and 11 minutes. Machado is old. Machado is old. I mean, my guy literally just goes into foul ground in the first 2 games of the WBC, and he throws 2 strikes over to first base from foul territory. Name me another third baseman besides maybe Nolan Arenado that has that type of arm strength to do it from third base in foul territory. To make a play like that looks so easy. Oh, dang. 8 more subs. Let's go. Thank you so much. We are 8 subscribers away. Yes. Oh, I can't tear up yet. I can't do it yet, man. I can't. All right, it's time for us to go to the bottom of the 9th. Lock in, chat. Lock in. Bottom of the 9th coming on up. And Palencia is going to pitch. This is Daniel Palencia, played with the Cubs, still plays with the Cubs. Last year in 52 2/3 of an inning, he had a 2.91 ERA. This guy is a hard thrower, and he is really good. Was 22 for 25 in save opportunities last year, and he will face 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order. J.J. DeOrazio up at the plate. He's walked twice. Bottom of the 9th. 4-2, Venezuela. Let's go. All right. Palencia kicks, fires, and the pitch is taken on the outside corner for a strike. So it's no balls and 1 strike in the bottom of the 9th. JJ's first walk that he had was an RBI walk. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That was at 100. It was above the zone, and he was late. They're still doing the chop, some of the fans. No balls, 2 strikes. Palencia kicks, fires, and that's fouled back towards the screen. That was at 101. The pitch was in the same spot as the previous one. DeOrazio got a piece of it. It's actually Brian Rocchio up to bat. They had to change the graphic. Next pitch. This ball's flied out over towards shallow left field. Under it to make the grab is Abreu, and there's 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Okay. And Dante Nori is going to come on up next. At least the 9 spot is due up. It's been a incredible Cinderella story for Team Italy. Will it end tonight? First pitch, swing and a miss. That slider was in the dirt to Dante Nori, and he chased on after it. He singled in the 6th. He also stole a bag. No balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 9th. The 0-1 pitch, here it comes. Foul ball over towards the left side and out of play. Sam Antonacci is in the on-deck circle. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch popped up right behind home plate. It'll be a foul ball. A lot of strikes thrown by Palencia so far. He's the 7th pitcher that Venezuela has gone to. The 0-2. It's down and away for a ball. Palencia gets set above the belt this time. He kicks, he deals, swing and a miss. He got Nori the chase after the high heater. And Italy is down to its final outs. It's all up to Antonacci. 8 more subs. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Pitch to Antonacci. Line drive. Foul ball towards the left side. He is hitless in 4 at-bats. Don't forget, we got a post-game show right after the game is done. And we will break this all down. We'll talk a lot about it. And we will also preview a little bit of what USA's matchup is going to look like. The 0-1, that's in the dirt for a ball. If Antonacci gets on here, it's John Birdie who's up next. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Palencia is going to call for time, or the batter called for time. He was ready to wind up Valencia. The umpire said, nope, time was called as he was kicking his leg. One ball, 1 strike. Palencia gets set above the belt. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 pitch. It's in the dirt again for ball 2. Timeout is just taken. Antonacci, by the way, 23 years old. In 13 at-bats in spring training so far. He's hitting .308. 2 balls, 1 strike. Palencia kicks, deals again, and the pitch is outside for ball 3. Venezuela 1 out away from going to the World Baseball Classic Finals. Italy trying to show some fight here. 3-1, swing and a miss. And Antonacci and Italy are down to its final strike. The count is full. Palencia gets set, kicks, fires the pitch, swing and a miss. Venezuela's moving on. USA will play Venezuela tomorrow night in the World Baseball Classic Finals. Ring the bell. Hugged each other. High fives all around from Venezuela and Italy. Wow. Venezuela is all fired up. They're ready to party. Wow. Well, that was fun. That was fun. 4 runs for Venezuela on 8 hits. Italy, their Cinderella story is over. They gave it everything that they had. They lose by a final score of 4-2. They had 5 hits today. And you know, I think that what stood out to me about this game, chat, as we break this all down is Venezuela, okay, they had a couple of opportunities. But think about this for a second. Okay, let's talk about Ronald Acuna Jr. for a second. Because this guy he hits a home run against Japan. Okay? Gives them the lead. And then when he strikes out after the next at-bat, he gets called out on a check swing. He's not happy about the call. It clearly got into his head because then you see him chirping at the first base umpire. And then when Maikel Garcia hits the 2-run home run, he's out there talking. He's out there still going after the first base umpire, and Mickey has to go calm him down because he's red hot. And then you could just see that throughout the rest of the game, could have made the sliding catch out in right field, usually makes that type of a play. Also tried to call for time in the box and then just sort of half swung at a pitch. He got into his head. Tonight, though, when they needed Ronald came through. And he got on with that infield single. And just seeing him rush down that first base line, continuing to go, and see how happy he was. They needed Ronald tonight. And Ronald did come through when he had to. I thought that the small ball that Venezuela played with tonight showed Italy why that they were the better team in this game. Their strategy against Aaron Nola was to work up his pitch count, and they did so in that second inning. After he threw just 7 pitches in the first inning, Aaron Nola threw over 20 pitches in the second inning, and he did get 3 of the 4 batters out. But those were some long at-bats, including 2 by Suarez and Tovar. Those were 8 and 9 pitch at-bats. 8 to 9 pitch at-bats. So they got him out of the game, and they ended up making him work. He only lasted 4 innings, gave up 4 hits and 1 earned run. So Italy did decide to go to Lorenzen, right? And I actually thought that when they went to Lorenzen at first, I figured that he can go 2 innings. Okay, then you have to be prepared, and you got to get your next guy out there. I really do believe that Cervelli left him out there for too long. And as soon as, who was it? After he struck out Abreu and Contreras, Churrio singled up the middle. Ronald then gets on with as soon as he singles right there, somebody needs to be warming up in the pen. And then Ronald gets on with the RBI infield single, hustles, beats out the throw, right? Still doesn't take him out. Garcia then gets on with an RBI single, still doesn't take him out. Luis Ariz after that gets on with an RBI single, still didn't take him out. And then finally he did take him out, and he put in Nicholas to get the final out of the inning against Gino. That was the difference of the game. I didn't think that Francisco Cervelli managed this thing perfectly at all. I thought that he got outmanaged today by Omar. I do. I really do believe that. And Keider Montero did not pitch really well today. No, he didn't pitch well. But the bullpen did its job. The bullpen for this Venezuela team only gave up 3 hits. And they struck out how many batters? 8 batters? And gave up just 2 walks? Between Palencia, Machado, Bazardo, Zerpa, Avila, and Sanchez, they were all fantastic. Bazardo and Machado each threw a combined 18 pitches, and 15 of those pitches were strikes. That'll do. That'll work. So, they were the better team. They showed Italy why. And Italy had a great run. They really did. We were pulling out for them. And I actually want to go back really quickly to that bottom of the 6th inning in particular. Because DeCenzo singles. Caglione then grounds out over to first, and Andrew Fisher strikes out. They intentionally walked J.J. DeOrazio in that inning, and then Nori gets on with the infield single. Sam Antonacci had a golden opportunity with bases loaded to try to come through in that bottom of the 6th inning. And he wasn't able to do so. He was ahead in the count 1-0. Then he got a fastball. Then he fouled off the next pitch. And then he looked at a fastball on the outside corner. And it was a beautiful pitch. A beautiful pitch thrown by Zerpa to get out of that jam. That was the difference. And then you just saw Venezuela get back on top. They had a big chance to add on to their lead there. They were not able to capitalize. Should maybe Brian Riccio come on in the pinch hit in the bottom of the 6th? I don't know. But I actually thought that Cervelli got outmanaged today. I fully believe that. And I give Venezuela a lot of credit. Mikel Garcia. Haven't said enough about this guy. He has been great. We had a couple of weird plays that happened. Even though Garcia did single, I also have to say, tries to steal second base in that first inning, and then Arise lines into that double play. Right? There was a line out over to center, and the center fielder just threw it back on over to first. It was a good throw, but Garcia was out. That ended up not working out there. And actually, Venezuela had a couple of chances too. Both teams I really felt like shot themselves in the foot, but when Venezuela needed to be clutch, when they needed to get the 2-out rally started, they did. All those runs, by the way, came with 2 outs in the 7th inning. All 3 of those runs. Tomorrow, it's going to be a good matchup. My final score prediction for this game was 5-4 Italy. And Venezuela, of course, won 4-2. So your first 4 hitters today for Venezuela had 5 hits. Torres had 2 as well. So with that combined, right? It's 5 for 17. Their first 4 hitters today, 1 for 15. Your top of the lineup did damage if you rooted for Venezuela. Italy, their top of the lineup did not do damage. As a matter of fact, the bottom 3 hitters today were 2 for 9. They actually they did drive in 2 RBI. But even when we go back to that second inning too, Italy left meat on the bones there. They had 2 chances with bases loaded to try to actually get on some more runs. And they could not find a way to capitalize. And you were going to have to rely on your pitching to be perfect in order for you to beat this Venezuela team. USA's pitching yesterday was perfect. There was a lot of pressure on USA's pitching against that Dominican Republic team. Italy doesn't have the same arms that USA does. And if they're not going to get a lot of runs, then that sucks. Because then you have to rely on your pitching to be perfect. And Michael Lorenzen leaked oil, and Francisco Cervelli left him in there too long, in my opinion. I even said it in the moment to myself in my head. And it did not work out. So now we move on to tomorrow, chat. we think about USA and we think about Venezuela. My first thoughts about the matchup tomorrow is I do think that this USA team can beat Venezuela. I do. But the way that they're going to have to do it is if they do what they did against Dominican Republic, right? We see that Bednar is your 7th inning guy. We see that Whitlock is your 8th inning guy, and Miller's your 9th inning guy. You are going to have to rely on your pitching tomorrow. McLean is going to pitch. We know that. We still don't know who's going to pitch yet for Venezuela. I'll be interested to see who it is. But this USA team has their work right in front of them. Some of us wanted to get the rematch versus Italy. This, I still believe, is going to be a heck of a ball game between Venezuela and USA. It will not be easy at all. Also, the other thing that you have to consider, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but Venezuela did just play today. They're fresh. They're fresh. USA had the day off. So how do you balance that? With the day off, coming back on in. Baseball, you need reps, and if you start hitting the ball well, one night, that can transfer right on in over to the next night. So this will not be an easy matchup. And we'll have it all covered. Well, also, tomorrow after the game, we will be taking phone calls. That'll be cool. And we'll be talking about, hopefully, a win for USA. But we'll just have to see what happens. I feel bad for Vinny. He played his butt off throughout this whole entire WBC. Dante Norrie played really well. I think that this Italy team, I know that they lost, but they have a lot to be proud of with what they did in this tournament, because nobody would have thought that Italy would make it this far. If you did, you're crazy. Nobody thought that they would make it this far. And Aaron Nola, honestly today, Aaron Nola pitched really well. Did he give up the home run? Yes. At the moment in time, I was okay with Cervelli pulling Nola. I thought that he was starting to look a little bit tired. And going to Lorenzen wasn't a bad decision. Just that he kept in Lorenzen a little bit too long. That's my only critique about Cervelli tonight. But again, Omar Lopez managed very well for this Venezuela team. You can see he's a good manager. The way that he thinks the game, the way that he makes decisions. I mean, when he went to Zerpa, that was great. Bizzardo pitched really well again. And Machado, like he pushed the right buttons. And he took Montero out at the right time, too. He was like, okay, you don't have it today. It's not your day. We got to pull you. That's it. Goodbye. But yeah, the fact that Tovar, Abreu, and Acuna all went a combined 1 for 13. I'll even add in Jackson Churio. All 4 of those guys combined were 2 for 16, and yet you still won. They're a good team. They really are. And with that, I think that we're just going to wrap it up. I do. Suarez had a nice swing. I didn't really talk about that, but that was a much-needed swing for him. Good for him to get out of that slump and for him to get a big-time homer, because that really did start the comeback there for Venezuela. Because they were not hitting. They were not hitting. And Gino got a mistake from Nola, and took it on out of here. All right, so the schedule for tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow's schedule. So we got the Phillies in the afternoon. We got a spring training game that we will be calling. And then tomorrow night is, of course, the final. So that will start. The coverage will start at 7:30 again. We'll go on for our pregame show at 7:55. And then we will do the game call itself, have the postgame show. And then afterwards, we're going to be filling out our brackets for March Madness. So that'll be cool. You can stay on for that, too, after we're done taking phone calls and all that stuff. But, yeah, a lot of stuff tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of no ABS. That's it. Tomorrow is the last day without an automated ball system. Crazy. Love you all. Lila Tove. Be sure that you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe on your way out. Thank you all again from the bottom of my heart for being on here. I love you all, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out, chat.